TitleMatchNetwork.com.
She gets inside of the mind of many people, but here's the thing about Larkin. Lovely Miss Larkin can switch on a dime from Therapist Larkin to Lovely Miss Larkin to any other formation of Larkin. Ring the bell is rung, and what's special also about this match, the main topic, Stxrm Garcon, if she wins this match, she's going after Al. 100%.
100%.
But if she loses, it's going to be a therapy session with Lovely Miss Larkin, and I don't know if you want to take, like, advice of any sort from Larkin.
If I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't shake the hand of her, because who knows what that's going to lead to with how two-sided, I guess you could say, the Jekyll and Hyde, if you will.
I mean, more than that, and a little bit too friendly, maybe a love bite of sorts when it came to Larkin.
I guess it was some sort of showing of love, but Stxrm Garcon not very receptive to that show of affection.
I mean, we know that Stxrm has one thing in mind as the Divine Pro Championship. She won a #1 contenders spot back at Seasons of Change last year. She couldn't follow up at Divine's Endless Waltz. She got her shot at Sapphire Series at the wonderful Uplift in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which we will be returning there later in the summer. However, I know that Stxrm is concentrating all her energy. Larkin is just a speed bump. Let's not put her aside here as she goes for a clothesline there. Larkin is to be here making a debut at Divine.
And you know, the best part about Stxrm Garcon...
Hold on, pin attempt. Sorry, one count from Tango. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You know, the thing about Stxrm Garcon's rise here that's happening, you know, she's finally getting that chase after gold that the main topic is wanted, because that will not only solidify that moniker of hers, but also it'll prove to not only all the naysayers, but to her, she is worth Divine Gold.
Yes, but that jawbreaker from Larkin, if she has anything to say about it, and going straight up and just pounding on Stxrm, if Larkin has anything to say about this, she wants to play spoiler, she wants a therapy session. She is so unpredictable in so many ways because you don't know who's in charge of Larkin when it's going up there, as she goes for choking there.
There is no good possible way to prepare for an entity like Larkin. I mean, the unpredictableness, the unsanctioned nature of how she operates in that ring, it's not something you can study.
You can't, because she's so I don't want to constantly say unpredictable and she's just weird. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it a spade. She's just weird. It's freaking me out.
Hey, Pod, weird isn't always bad, but in this case, I'm a little scared.
Yes.
A little scared.
Yes. As now, Stxrm is feeling her leg maybe just a little bit injured just from Larkin, and now, taking all of that strength of Larkin right in the corner, as Tango is telling to get out of the corner. They have a count till 5 or suffer a disqualification, and I'm sure Stxrm does not want that if she wants to move on in the ranks here at Divine.
Hey, and I mean, look, the best part about that unsanctionedness is the rules are a little bit out of her mind in this scenario, so I can't really imagine she understands why she can't stay in that.
Neck breaker there by Larkin. Pin attempt 1, 2. And only a 2 count from Tango Jones. I'm surprised Tango is here. Nice to see him back here.
Of course.
But of course, later tonight, we have already mentioned from Annie O'Neill, our main event, the first defense of the Big Al era of Divine as becoming champion is taking on the Midwest Rising Star in Sierra. We also have the social crash outs in tag team action here, plus so many new debuts, new faces here at Divine. It's the place to be in the Midwest when it comes to women's wrestling, as Stxrm taking a breather outside.
Hey, I mean, I'm sure we're firsthand seeing the revolutionary tactics of Divine Pro Wrestling, and as you can see, those revolutionary tactics might result in a bruise on your face.
But yes, but now Larkin setting Stxrm up. Playing patty cake in the most violent way possible. I don't understand. It's hard
is that Stxrm's face on a magazine cutout?
That is a story. That is face to face with your own self. I feel like that's very. I mean, the most closest thing to a therapy session that I saw tonight from therapist Larkin or lovely Miss Larkin or sometimes landlord Larkin.
Landlord?
Yeah, there's so many versions of Larkin that I've seen on social media. As Storm now trying to combat back, flip over 1, 2.
That
Only
kick
two
out.
count, yes, and but Larkin, look at, so I guess the viciousness of Larkin is right up top.
I was gonna
Who's
say,
in control right now?
What's she saying? Let me see what you got. Putting up Stxrm Garcon, going for something immediately and changing her mind again.
From the DVD position, but it's going for an airplane spin, dizzying both her and her opponent. And just dumping Storm.
That's a very strange choice by Larkin to just decide to. Uh-oh.
Like, forgiveness? This is a wrestling match.
You're supposed to win, Miss Larkin.
I've never seen Storm so out of her element.
I was going to say this.
I'm going for an armbar here. I want to pin attempt. Turn it around. Here we go. 1, 2. Tango Jones, very good to keep an eye on that, and Larkin reversing the armbar as well. Now, Larkin, great show of strength and a backbreaker there on Storm.
Holding Storm there by the neck. Lord.
Oh!
Is that a tickle attack? It seems like that might have been a tickle attack.
First time I'll ever say this, that it was an effective tickle attack here.
In Divine.
In Divine.
First ever tickle.
Just shouting goddess knows what. But Storm has had it. Storm has been on the receiving end of just such nonsense. But
I was going to say, I'm sure at some point that's going to break.
Oh, yeah, but Larkin now into a DDT. Spiked her.
I was going to say, planted on the ground.
And Larkin continues. I hate to give it to Larkin how unpredictable she is, but she's been staying on Storm.
Storm with the roll-up.
1, but in the ropes, way too close.
Great ring awareness, though, by the kind of off her rocker Larkin.
Definitely off her rocker Larkin, but Stxrm Garcon, the main topic, wants to turn this around, and I think this might have been the choice and the moment. Just, it's so crazy. It's like, here we go. Oh, roundhouse kick to the temple.
I was going to say,
might have knocked her out. Here we go. 1, 2. Only a 2 count once again.
I was going to say that foot to the face could have easily taken Storm's lights out.
I mean, you get a straight shot, whether it is a hand or a kick into the temple, it will knock you out. It will knock you like, wait.
What is she going for?
She's got a knife. Get her. She has a
knife.
Pod,
I don't think that was what was going on there.
I saw it. It was a knife.
Pod, there's nothing in her hand.
Oh my God, she's affecting me, isn't she?
Pod, are you okay?
No. I think I need to drink some water. Take over.
Pod kind of losing his marbles similarly to Larkin, but Storm taking a moment to grab that knife assumed by Larkin.
Here we go.
Oh, another one, kicking it out of the hand.
See, I told you. Don't you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, stunner there by Larkin.
I'm not getting affected by this craziness, I swear.
It just sucks you in. Maybe I have a weak constitution. I should have not smoked that stuff. Now I'm seeing knives.
I was about to say, Stxrm Garcon rallying the crowd despite that close call from that seemingly sharp object.
It is. Polish hammer there by Storm, and she's holding the leg that she did the last few minutes. Larkin has been concentrated, albeit very weirdly and chaotically, but still going after that leg on Stxrm Garcon. Holding it tightly, but Storm is trying to get her back and kick into the midsection. I don't know how smart that was on a bum leg. Face buster there on Larkin. Storm wants to put this away as soon as she can. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, so close.
Back out by Larkin, you know. All those strong hits, strong kicks. If there's a thing that both of these wrestlers know what to do, it is knowing how to focus on one part of the body, break it down, and exploit it. Those two, I've seen them do it with Larkin, how explosive she is. Storm, how calculated she is. That is a common factor for both.
She still has that knife. That's a foreign object, Tango. Open your eyes.
Oh, I see it now, Pod.
See, I told you, I'm not crazy.
That was a sharp object. I feel like I want to book a therapy appointment with Miss Larkin.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't think our insurance covers it. Oh! That's a stabbing! She's getting stabbed in this match.
Tango!
What is going on? Tango, what is going on?
Tango is a foreign object!
This is clearly a foreign object.
You know, Tango's back in Divine, but why is he not calling this match right?
Tango's blind as a bat, of course. Shocker. He's got one thing on his mind, and it's not this match, clearly. As we continue.
Larkin continuing the aggression.
Here we go. Going for a headlock driver of sorts, but pump kick by
Vicious
Stxrm Garcon. I think that might be the ending. Here we go. Pinning 1, 2, 3.
The main topic proves once again.
Here is your winner, the main topic, Stxrm Garcon!
Stxrm Garcon.
You had a massive match tonight against Larkin. She made her debut, and you made her wish she didn't make a debut. Now, with that being said, you're actually a #1 contender right now. How are you feeling?
It feels correct. It honestly feels correct because the thing about this is Larkin is this very strong, special, amazing competitor. I don't know, this knife thing that she has going on, I felt those. I don't know. They might be fake. I don't know. But I'm feeling some stabbing up in my stomach.
Yeah,
but what
that.
I do feel is victory. I do feel victorious. I do feel like I have put myself back on the map as the #1 contender for the Divine Championship. And whether that's Alice or Sierra, it doesn't matter because I'm going to say this to you. Whether or not you think that you're better than me or not, I'm going to continue to prove why the main topic is the main discussion, why I deserve to be the main face, and why I will be the main champion at Sapphire Series 2. So buckle up, babes, because Stxrm Garcon is coming. And baby, this is a storm you cannot handle. Thank you.